Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, cats and kittens and everything in between. I am your host, Spear and Magic Helmet, and I am here to continue our walkthrough of Heroes of the Kingdom 3. Last time we played, we left the Green Valley, armed to the teeth, strength to the teeth, potions all over the place, eternal torches up the yin-yang, and we went to the Yellow Valley where we met the lovely Matilda. Today, we are going to go to the center of the village, and we're going to be doing some questing and gaining some fame and gaining some skills and just having a good old-fashioned time. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. We are here. We've killed all the things that can be killed. We're looking at this wild boar over there at skill 60. Which I'm 9 away from, so I'm not super close to it, but I'm about to see a whole bunch of animals soon. The goal now, I've gotten my foxes. The goal now is to grind up to deer so that I can get the 12 deer horn that I need for the end of the game. Pretty much the only way. You'll get a couple deer as a reward. We got one for the hunter earlier. You get 1 deer horn as an award in the Yellow Valley towards the end of that part of the storyline. But we're pretty much going to be getting deer horns from deer. And, or buck, I guess, as the case would be. And, it's usually 1 at a time. There's a couple times, rare occasions where you'll get 2. But it's going to be a little bit. It's not going to be as hard as the Crystal Quest or some of the other stuff we have to do, but it's something to keep in mind. So let's move along. We're going to go right, and we're going to do some hunting and fishing and see our first signs of human settlement in the Yellow Valley as the shroud pulls away. Lots of really fun hidden mushrooms on this screen. There's one over here, tucked away. One tucked in the shadows over here. And, of course, we can't not destroy the local bird population, so let's get right on that as well. And right away, there's at least 4 things on the screen that I can hunt right now. Lots of rabbits, unfortunately. They're not as likely to get my hunting skill up now that I'm kind of high level. But these goats might. Yeah, there's one. So I got like 8 left to do before I start hunting deer. I'm sorry, wild boar. And then I've got like 27 left before I can start working on these deer. Lots of poison mushrooms, more eggs so I can wipe out the bird population of Yellow Valley. This barrel over here, I have found 3 animal teeth or 8 gold. I would love the animal teeth because I'm trying to collect some for a quest that's coming up. I got arrows. Also good. This crate should have an antidote, a fur, or 2 healing berries, if I'm lucky. An antidote. That was the best one. All right. I'm going to quickly, now that I've been through, I've burned a lot of money earlier. I'm going to sell stuff. I need 5 animal teeth, so I'm not going to sell that. I'm going to burn through my fur. I'm going to try to hang on to my antlers. In the background, if you hear a cry of grief, it is because Joel the cat is next to me, and he is thinking long and he's thinking hard about jumping up here and tormenting his owner. Joel's favorite pastime is knocking over my microphone. All right, let's talk to the farmer. Our primary goal in the Yellow Valley, which we want to do as soon as possible, is to unlock the farmer and unlock the miller. Once we unlock them, we are going to be able to get an infinite money loop that I am going to abuse maliciously to save on a whole lot of grinding. It's grinding in and of itself, but it saves a lot of worse grinding if I do it any other way. Don't bother me, stranger. I have my own problems to worry about. Jeez Louise. The farmer is obviously very upset. He's not in the mood to talk to anyone, least of all me. I only have 26 fame. This guy only wants to talk to someone with 40 fame. All right, we're going to go right one more time. Oh, let's just let's go right. And we're going to collect and hunt and fish and do all the things, except you can't fish on this screen. So there's a crate up here that usually has a torch, a rope, 2 healing berries, or an antidote. I'm hoping for the antidote. I got a sickle. Completely different than what I expected. That means that can have 5 different things. It's not often that I see a crate with 5 different options. Grabbing some mushrooms. No poison. Oh, there is poison ones. They're right over here. Gonna kill the wabbit. Destroy the local bird population. Make sure that no new birds ever appear. Nice to get that point of archery. All right. We're going to talk to Mr. Gavin over here. Mr. Gavin is a little bit needy, and he's going to teach me a skill I'm not going to use. But we're going to talk to him anyway. Hello, boy. I'm Gavin, an alchemist. I watched Gavin for a while as he prepared a potion. It's certainly an interesting skill. I see that you're interested in my craft. Would you like to learn? Gavin is willing to teach me the basics of alchemy. However, first he needs a small favor from me. He wants me to bring 4 dozen poisonous mushrooms. Luckily, I have 85. I'm just stocked to the teeth with poison mushrooms. Don't ask me why. Here you go, bud. Thank you for the mushrooms. Actually, I still need... Alchemist Gavin needs a few healing berries. I have 3. I need 12, and I don't know how to get them yet. So, Gavin, I bid thee farewell. I pray for the best for you as you continue your quest to find healing berries. This is the last time that we're going to be short on money in the game, if you follow my walkthrough. I said to buy an axe a long time ago, so I should have that axe. I just have the one, so I need to go buy an axe. Oh, no, I don't. I'm not going to lose this axe. I'm just going to use it. I have a hammer, correct? I do not have a hammer. What's wrong with me? I'm going to get a hammer. I'm going to get 15 wood. Start with that hammer. And let's get 15 wood if I can afford it. I can't. We're going to sell some food because I really want 15. That's enough food to sell. We're going to get money back in a second, so it's not too bad. All right. I'm going to talk to the lovely Katrina. Is that you? That is you. Why is your speech bubble different than everybody else's? If only somebody could finally repair the well. That's all you had to say. Okay. I will repair the well. Even though you didn't even give me a complete sentence to do so. Repair the water well. I don't know what other types of wells there are. There you go, lady. A beautiful well, all yours, and now you're an exclamation point. I can't believe that we had to wait for a stranger to repair our well. Sorry, my name's Katrina, and I thank you in the name of the whole village. Katrina gave me a reward for repairing the water well, even though the well belongs to the whole village. Paid me back for like a little bit of my stuff that I spent repairing the well, so kind of a reimbursement more than a reward. All right, we are going to talk to Katrina. We did that. We're going to talk to poor Nora. So, interesting little fact here. I wrote to the developers and I said, you guys use some interesting names for the story characters in your story. Poor Nora, Gazelle. Later on, you'll see like Helena, Matilda, Nicholas. While other characters don't have a name, like there's a citizen, there's a worker, there's 2 different people named Farmer's Wife. There's this one right here, and that's Mayor's Wife. There's a Farmer's Wife over here. And there's another character named Farmer's Wife in Green Valley. So I said, do you use people in your real life for the names of the characters, or do you pick them at random? So they said only those characters who need to be distinguished from others have names. The remaining characters are described only by their profession or their relationship to other characters. They believe this makes the characters easier to remember than if each had a name. That would be too many names, they said. As for the names themselves, they're chosen randomly, taking into context what's going on in each part of the story. However, there is one exception. Radu the Hunter, not appearing in this game but in one of the other Hero of the Kingdom games, is chosen by a big fan of their game, Radu Gulica, Gulica, a Moldovan artist, music producer, and radio host. He helped them a lot with testing out and gave a lot of good ideas for the game. So as a reward for that, they gave him his own character. I think that's kind of cool. So, that being said, let's talk to Miss Nora over here. Poor Nora takes care of her 2 children by herself. She needs help collecting dry wood for her stove. Or twigs, I should say. Alright, right away we've got some of the twigs we can collect from the dry bush. That's the only one on this screen, but we're going to be accumulating. We're not going to rush too much to do that, but they will happen. Next, we're going to talk to the mayor's wife, and she's going to unlock the map to the right. The mayor of Yellow Valley isn't at home. He went to investigate some strange events at the cemetery and has not yet returned. His wife is worried about him. That's what the mayor looks like. So now this arrow appears and allows me to go right if I want. I'm not going to go right immediately. First thing I'm going to do is go down, because there's a lot of resources here to pick up. I'm going to be picking up everything I can find, including some dried twigs for Miss Nora. It's kind of a pretty scene over here. There's a sea captain here that you interact with a couple times over the course of the game, but I wish he had a little bit more of a story. I like the sea captain. And they have so many water-based stories in other parts of the game. That crate had 5 roots. It can also have a fire potion, and that's the more valuable one, but I don't mind roots. Right now I'm going to do some frog scooping. Frogs in this game have always struck me as odd because, well, you don't have a ship like this generally in a freshwater port. That looks like a saltwater ship to me. All the rest of this stuff does too. Especially with the seagulls and things like that. It gives me strong saltwater vibes. However, every frog I've ever met has been a freshwater animal, so I don't understand the logic behind dipping your net into a saltwater pond or a saltwater lake or the ocean and pulling out a frog. Look, I didn't even catch anything that time. That's so lame. I got better at fishing even though I caught nothing. I guess we learn from our mistakes. Alright, and those of you screaming at me at home right now or in the comments, I am about to get those 2 pearls. Algae. Thank God for algae. Alright, there's one over here, and there's a second one on the top right. There's also a nice crate up here. Underwater barrel. This can have a crystal in it. Crystal, as I said, is the hardest thing to accumulate in this game, so always be keeping an eye out for this. It can also have 19 gold, and I'm hoping hard for the crystal. And I got a hook. Haven't seen that before. Alright, we got the pearls. We're going to unlock these shops. We're going to be using these 2 shops quite a bit, especially this one. This is the weapons shop. Because I am not going to be grinding smithing when I get it all the way up where I can make my own weapons, I will just be buying them from here for the most part. Unlock this shop. This is where that algae comes into play. Each one sells for 80. And they're pretty easy to fish up. The the magic mushrooms sell pretty well as well. And the flowers sell well. And I'm going to be grinding up because I need to collect a bunch of night flowers and fire flowers. But when I finally get them, the ones I don't need are going to sell really well. So that's nice. All right, along with this, I'm going to talk to the fisherman. The fisherman heard that someone on the island in the Green Valley is using special bait for fishing. He would like to try it. So that triggers the dialogue with the fisherman in the Green Valley. If you don't do that, you can't talk to the fisherman that way. The sea captain here, I'm not quite ready to give him what he wants. Oh, I guess I can. I will talk to the sea captain and give him my wood. I have it, why not? And he gives me 160 gold. Thanks, Sea Captain. All right, so now we're going to visit our lovely friend Matilda, who we met earlier. Very nice lady. And I have a new voice for her because I didn't like my old one. Let's see. So on this screen, we're going to start right away with Matilda. She's going to unlock the herbalist shop, and then you have to unlock the herbalist shop before you can talk to Matilda again. And it's an often unlooked detail in this. So make sure you do that. Some people got a little bit soft-locked because they didn't do this. Hi, welcome to our humble house. If you need some herbs, you can buy them from my mum. My mum. Makes her sound Scottish. If you need some herbs, you can buy them from my mum. That's what I'm going to go with. That's her voice now. You can buy them from me mum. And now, see, I look at this, the herbalist supplies. And when I go, I'll be able to talk to her again. You're a real warrior. Since you defeated so many monsters, perhaps you could help me. Matilda was ambushed by a zombie when she was collecting flowers behind the cemetery. The monster grabbed her hand, ... It was horrible. I managed to free myself from its grip and run home. Matilda is grateful that she survived the zombie encounter at the cemetery. However, she is upset that she lost her rare bracelet during the attack. It is a very rare-looking bracelet. Next, I'm going to buy 2 honey flowers. Right here. A little expensive, but worth it. And we're going to collect everything that's for free that can be seen. Up here, some tucked away mushrooms. We're going to be hunting and fishing like a house of fire, as they say. Oh, I'm just hunting and fishing like a house of fire, you know? That's right. Got 2 fur for that. That's a good rabbit. Destroy the seabird population as well. We don't discriminate on the bird population except for crows. Or ravens, or whatever they are. I like to think of them as crows. And the hook appeared. I'm getting close to being able to fish for algae. Not quite there yet, but it's on the radar. That barrel over there has 5 fishing flies, a pearl, or a hook. I'm happy with any of them. I would prefer the pearl. Nice. That'll help me get towards my total, although the pearls aren't the hardest thing in the world to get. Kill me a goat. Matilda, I killed your goat. I hope you didn't mind. Alright, we're going to talk to the miller's son, who gives me a tutorial on how to collect pearls, even though I've already done it. The miller's son noticed a shiny pearl in the water. He would love to have it. Here, have mine. I'll go grab that one later. I gave the pearl to the boy so he could play with it. Who knows whether he's aware of its great value. And there's the other pearl, so I get it back. Alright, I'm going to kill this snake, and it's just going to unlock a few more free things back here. Eggs and edible mushroom, that'd be great. More death to the birds. More free mushrooms. Hope Farmer Brown doesn't notice. This crate has a mortar, a healing potion, or a fire potion. Any of those would be great. A mortar is the most immediate need. Or a magic potion. So be it. I want to see, I think there's a glitch in the game with that chest where the fire potion is called Sun Solution, and I've been trying to get the playthrough to make that happen. Somewhere in this game, a fire potion is called a Sun Solution, and I'm trying to get which spot it's in to tell the developers. If you play through this game and you find it, please let me know and I'll pass it along, or you can pass it along yourself. They're very approachable people. I'm also, one last thing I do before I run out of here is I'm going to talk to the miller and see what he has to say. Please go away. I'm not in the mood to talk to a stranger. I didn't get a warm welcome at the mill. Why is the miller so grumpy? He also needs 40 fame. A little haughty of him. All right, let's go back all the way back to Green Valley. Come to the Green Valley. Now, what I need to do here is a round of collecting all the things. I am going to be trying to grind up my collection numbers for achievements. I'm going to be trying to build up my hunting so that I can make my way towards being able to hunt deer. I am hoping to catch a golden fish, and you have to fish a good amount before you ever get one. Usually I'm about 70% of the way through the game before I catch a golden fish. Sometimes, another pearl, very nice. Sometimes I am more like, last time I played this through, I was almost done with the game before. I thought I was going to have to do some post-game grinding to get it, and I was very lucky. And then there was a run I played through I did where I got 5 golden fish and 2 in a row. So it really is up to fate what you're going to get and not get with the golden fish. They are a cruel mistress. I'm going to talk to this master fisherman over here and see if he can give me some master fisherman bait. And I've unlocked the hook. That's going to help get me some money that I'm going to need to kick off the gold grinding that I'm going to do in a little while. And I think after I talk to the fisherman, we're going to wrap up this video for today. I appreciate all of you coming. All right, let's do this. The fisherman makes special fishing bait. He will give me some if I get him a few ingredients. I have the 2 honey flowers, that's why I bought them. I need a beer. I'm gonna go to Foster's for a beer. That is not beer, that is wood. Foster's is Australian for beer, you know. Here, have a beer, buddy. I gave the fisherman the ingredients he needed. I thought I might observe how he makes a special bait, but apparently he didn't want to share the recipe. He gave me some of the finished product instead. Just enough. That's the master fisherman. He's just fisherman. Must be rough. All right, we're going to stop here for today. When we come back, we are going to share some trivia about the game while I do a little bit of quick collecting. We're going to do a swoop around the world and grind everything up. And we're going to make our way back to Yellow Valley Center and help out poor Nora and continue the story. Thank you so much for joining in with me. I really appreciate it. If you have anything to say to me at all, I'd love to hear it. Criticisms, comments, shots at my really terrible Scottish accent from a little while ago. Anything at all. If you'd like to see the whole series, subscribe. I will be releasing them once a week or so to roll these out at a timely fashion and give myself time to make them. And, that thumbs up button never hurts. I would really appreciate it. Otherwise, take care. Thanks again, and have a great rest of your day.